How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Where my party crashers? How y'all doing, good people? What's going on, baby? Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Yes, can we get them likes up? I need y'all to come on in the building. Hey, come on in the building, get these likes up. Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about. Some stuff that's gonna shock y'all when I tell y'all this stuff out here, what they're saying out here, you're not gonna believe it, girl. No. Hey, DJ, stop the beat. Girl, I don't know if you heard, but they are saying that Jada Pinkett is coming out with a memoir. Yeah, she said that, hey, you know, you guys really misconstrued her message last time. This time, she's gonna put it on the flow. She's gonna lay it all out. And she's gonna start from how she started off in Baltimore and how she made it to Hollywood. And this have people concerned. They said, oh my God, is she gonna humiliate Will Smith? Oh my God, is she gonna expose him for the unthinkable, girl? And I just don't know. That's why I got to come here and talk to y'all about it. And then I started to go look on the internet to see what they're saying. And you're not going to believe this. Look, I come across articles. Jada revealed Will Smith became gay after meeting Quincy Jones. What in the world is this? And look at how many views it got, y'all. 153,000 views. Will Smith confronts Diddy for exposing their gay parties. What? The untold truth of Jaden Smith. It's a lot of gay going on out here in these streets, okay? And Tupac, they say he gay too. Look at this. Proof Tupac was gay. Now, why are they so concerned about what he do with his thing? Girl, they say Jada had a thing for Will Smith and Tupac. And people believe that they all was in a bed together. They all had a threesome, Jada, Will Smith, and Tupac. Now, did you guys hear a long time ago, and let's be honest, have y'all heard a long time ago that Will Smith and Jada used to do freaky parties? Did y'all hear that? Press 1 if you heard it. Press 5 if you never heard it. Well, they are saying that it was one party with Tupac and Will Smith was tearing her down at the same time. I'm assuming she was in the middle and they was making out, girl. Yes, girl. And people are upset with Will Smith. They said Will Smith, because it just came out. Did you guys hear about Will Smith and RuPaul? Have y'all heard about Will Smith and RuPaul? Comment, let us know. Press 8 if you heard about Will Smith and RuPaul. Press 10 if you didn't hear. Girl, let me tell you. They are saying that Will Smith, when he was doing his show, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, that RuPaul wanted to attend the show, honey. Yeah, RuPaul wanted to strut. Damn. Listen, I got fucked up on the pronouns. Okay, is it a he or a she? Okay, RuPaul. Okay, drag queen. Okay, yeah, shit. He wanted to strut his shit, okay? But they said, nah, we not gonna. Will Smith said, nah, he don't feel comfortable with a drag queen. You know what I'm saying? And people are saying, why you don't feel comfortable, Will, when you love other men? But you know, everybody in the community is not for everybody. You know, for Will Smith, that's just too much. Will Smith see himself as a different category. He said he want to be gay, but he still want to be seen as a man. You understand? So a lot of people talking about it, and we just found out that he was the one that denied RuPaul to showing his shine on the show. And look at RuPaul now. RuPaul, you go, girl. Ain't nobody bad like you, okay? Yeah, RuPaul got her own show. RuPaul is doing big. They gonna give you where the money reside. I don't see too many black LGBT really popping off like that, to be honest with you. Okay, so let's keep on. But Charles, what's his name? The Charles, the face guy. Jeffrey, his gay ass, all of them, they be popping. They people support them. You know what I'm saying? The white gays support white gays. Amen. Amen. So, as you guys can see here, it says Queen Latifah recalls going to gay clubs with Tupac in San Francisco. We also have here new details confirm Quincy Jones turned Will Smith and Tupac gay together. Girl, this is a lot of stuff out here in these streets. What is going on? Now, Shirley said Tupac is not gay. Well, why they saying this? Why is article on article on article talking about he gay? Now, let me be honest with you. I don't give a damn if he's straight or gay. I accept everybody. I accept everybody. You know what I'm saying? No judgment over here. No judgment zone. And if y'all homophobic, get out my comment section. If y'all transphobic, get out my comment section now. Go. Stay in the bushes and be quiet. Go. Stay in the bushes. I don't want to hear that bullshit. Okay, I don't want to hear that bullshit. But this is what's going on. So I don't know. Some people are saying, in the comment section, Tupac is not. They can't believe their boo, And like I said, all I do is bring gossip around the internet, and I bring it here. Didn't I tell y'all that? Press 2 if I told you all I do is bring gossip that's talked about around the world, and I bring it here. Didn't I make that clear? So just because we see it on the internet, it doesn't make it true. I understand that, but this is what has been talked about, and you see how many views it has garnished, okay? You see how many views it's garnished. $6,000 scam, gay gangsters, Tupac being with a trans woman in men's bathroom. Girl, see? Ain't this some shit? Expose Diddy creepy gay parties with Tupac before. You see this? And ain't it so much? Comment, let me know. Isn't it a lot of articles about Tupac being gay or Zesty? Press 12 if you feel like it is a lot of articles on Tupac sexuality. Now, in the black community, the black community is a lot of homophobia, a lot of transphobia. We know that. That's why these conversations, I guess, they're very popular because people can't believe it. All my life growing up, they would have me to believe that gay don't exist. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever heard that phrase? Ain't nobody with that shit. Okay. Have you heard that phrase before? Press 12. Nah, press 15 if you heard that phrase. Ain't nobody with that shit. So, shit, I didn't think gay people existed in the world. I thought they was motherfucking alien. Until I grew up and boo, Hey, everybody wants some rainbow loving, okay? Everybody want a piece of the rainbow. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Get your ass a piece. It tastes mighty good. I had some. I had a piece of the rainbow. Okay. All right. So let's go up here. And as you guys can see, Danny Boy, I was doing gay things with R&B singers in the industry. The garnish over 1 million. Tupac accepted me for being gay. All right, so it is a lot of articles out here that's talking about it, and it all was inspired by this post, which happened a day ago. Jada Pinkett is coming out with a memoir, and she has a long paragraph. I'm not going to read that, but I will read how people are responding to it all. And I do have the phone number up just in case you guys want to call in. I hope y'all call in because y'all know I can't stand doing this shit by myself. So this is what they're saying. Okay. GIGI coming out. Okay. Second time around, girl. Second time. That voice you do, comedian, right? What they say, they have to perform certain rituals to stay famous. That's right. I love Tupac. So what, though? You're right, Mr. Bear. So what? Because I don't care. But clearly, people in the community, they care. If they did not care, they wouldn't talk about it so much. So that's why I'm bringing it up. It is a part of gossip. Not that I care, but this is what people are talking about. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to read you guys' comments, how they're responding to Jada in her book. It says more entanglements, more spiritual journeys. I think we got it all, boo. Okay, they said chapter 1, Tupac. So people are definitely banking that Tupac will be heavy in the book. People feel like she really loved Tupac, that she really wanted to be with Tupac versus Will Smith. It says, write a book. Man, you already aired out all your business. What chapter is she going to talk about the entanglement in Tupac? That's what people want to know. And that's what all people talking about. And I know she's going to give people what they want. They says, I don't know why, but she annoys me. We heard enough at the orange table. Where is the council culture when you need them? I bet she gonna talk about Tupac and how her children miss him even though they never met him. And I guess that's something else too. So Cheryl said, I'm not buying it. Cheryl, I don't know what to buy. I don't buy shit. I don't buy it until it's in my face. And when it's in my face, I don't give a damn. I really not invested in what somebody else does, especially if I ain't fucking around with them. Okay, it says Jada is so weird. She's still about her 5 love Tupac enough already. Tupac had the most beautiful eyelashes and eyebrows. Child. Okay, so is anybody want to call in and talk about this? About her coming out with a book mentioning Will Smith and Tupac and their love affair. You are so funny and real down to the bone. I love it. Yeah? Yeah, pretty. And I need you to call in too. I need to talk to somebody. I can't do this by myself. I can't do it alone. I don't want to do it alone. You know what I'm saying? So please like this video. Let's get these damn likes up. You know YouTube don't do me right. You know YouTube don't do me right, y'all. They are saying she's very calculating. Yeah, she wants to get that money. And I think she wants to change the narrative. She does not like how you guys are viewing her out in the social media realm. And I feel like she feel like putting this book out will help change that narrative, okay? She had them kids writing letters, calling him Dassy. She's weird as fuck. Well, can you call in and talk about it? Let's do a role play. Why do I feel like this ain't true with her and Tupac? I don't know. Okay, we got a call, finally. Okay, finally. Okay, make it hot. Make it hot. Make it hot. We got a call, y'all. Calling from 773. You're live on the air.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, girl.
What's
now,
up?
This is what I got to say.
What's up?
Miss Jada needs to have several goddamn seats. I'm sorry for cussing.
Sit it down.
But she needs to have several seats. If she don't quit putting her business out here, and really we don't even want to hear your business because your whole family weird as hell. For real. Nobody cares. Stop talking about Tupac. He gone. He didn't marry you. He wasn't with you. Let it go. Your kids telling on you and everybody else, and you yourself as well. She is a hot mess. What you think about that, Gigi?
It hurt my feelings. It really does. You know, it hurt my feelings. I know everybody dragging Jada. It hurt my feelings because Jada has always been a beauty to me, you know. I remember watching her on, what's that? It's a different world. Ooh, then where you come from?
Where you come from.
Yeah. Oh, nah. You know, I loved her character. I love seeing the girls together, her and Lena and all the characters and how they come together, how they had the drama. You know, and I just, you know, low down, dirty shame, you know. Her characters in that, but yeah, but I guess Jada, you know, maybe she didn't want to play those ghetto parts, but I love her being a ghetto girl. I just love her being a girl. But I know she wanted to venture off to something better. And just me being a fan of hers based on her work, her body of art. Like, I'm not involved in her personal life, like the red table stuff. That's a different side of her. That's more personal, so I don't know much about it. But it just hurts, and it's sad that she's doing this walk of shame or whatever she's doing. Now she got to come out. And I guess, I don't know. Some stuff just keep to yourself. Especially you have to read the room and know
Exactly.
that this audience cannot relate with you. You're not relatable. So when you're not a relatable, sometimes, give it in small doses and just fill the room out. But I don't know. I feel like she didn't give a damn and she just wanted to do what she wanted to do. And I guess maybe she was hurting in pain. I don't know what she's going through. But Jada, she definitely have options. She could have just lived her best life and just kept a mystery, and just did her movies, and we would not even be talking about this right now. You know what I mean? But somehow
Right.
she wants to garnish people's attention. She wants to have this relatable situation with the people. And I don't know how relatable she is, so yeah, that's what I think about it.
Well, she ain't real. She ain't real relatable, and I really was a Jada fan until she started, putting Will out there like he just was some little punk out here, and he went along with it. Not to say it's all her fault, but he went along with that. And
Why
I used
does
to
she
love
do
Jada
it?
because I just thought she was the bomb. You know what I'm
I
saying? I
did
really thought
too,
she was
child.
cool.
I love that personality she had when she in her characters. Not so much in real life because in real life she don't act the same as her characters. But I love her work as an
Right.
actress. That's what I'm a fan of. I don't know her personally, so I don't get involved in people like that. But why do you feel that she put Will Smith's business out there? Why do you think it was important for her?
I think she did it because, she called herself trying to find herself or trying to be, kind of like telling everybody we not perfect. We got problems just like everybody else. I think she did it for that reason, but it kind of backfired on her because she let out way too much information. You let the public into your personal life way more than you have done before, and it didn't look good for her.
And I think
And
that she
I
forgot she
think that was the
black.
problem.
I think too you're black, Jada. And maybe if she was white, I think it would have had a different response, but she's black, and I think black people are going to be way more critical. And black people see you as part of their own. Because how Chris Jenner, how the Kardashians, they put their business out. They make millions and billions putting their business out, but they know how to do it. And I just think
Right. And
Jada,
she didn't do it.
she's a talent and she needs to stay in a talent place. She's not a manager. She's not this and that. She is a talent. And I think she just should have just stayed as a talent and had somebody oversee her to direct her on the next step because she's a talent and that's what she's good at, not being a boss. That's just my opinion.
And then I'm watching some of the comments, and Dee Deer, she just says she's trying to be relevant, which I feel as though, yes, she is trying to stay relevant. But you're taking your family and your husband down at the same time trying to be relevant, like somebody is getting ready to just add for her. The more she talks, the worse it gets for them. So she and Will were considered like black royalty. As you have certain couples that celebrities and they like black royalty, everybody looks up to them, and then she just came out and just shattered that. You could have just left us in the dark and let
Yeah.
us continue to think that everything was. I mean, you a celebrity, so once you let the public in, they gonna go all in on your relationship, whether she like it or not. But why would you put that out there for us to know? If I'm out here doing dirt, I'm not getting ready to go out here and tell everybody I'm doing dirt You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
think
That's
she
just
was
not what
tired
you
of y'all
do.
keep on trying to put her on a pedestal. People get tired of that shit. When you keep on trying to make a person is perfect and they on a pedestal and you saying they this and they that and they know they're not, people get tired of it. Sometimes it benefits them in the beginning, but eventually, I think she got tired of it. I think Will Smith would never get tired of it. He likes being political correct. He likes the attention of being the ideal type of perfect individual. But it seemed like Jada, she wants to be a rebel. It seemed like in her heart, she was always a rebel, always going against the grain. She does not like to conform. But it seemed like with Will Smith, she did conform and did a safe marriage in the outside, but I guess that shit got tired, and now she's back to being her rebel. That's just how I see it.
But who fault is that? If you already, Jada is a hood chick, okay? That's a hood girl. He knew that when he hooked up with her because he was mad that she was, pining over Tupac. But you knew that off top. She did conform, and I do agree with you when you say, yeah. Well, she probably was tired of that. She was tired of, people thinking that, yeah, I'm this perfect person. She is human. She is not perfect. But I just feel like it's only so much you should put out here for the public to know. Mm-hmm. If you're going to put something out there, put a little bit out there. Don't be putting everything up under the sun out there for everybody to know, because sometimes that causes investigation. That causes problems in your family, the breakdown of what's going on. Introduce them to psychedelic drugs.
Now, what is that?
What does she have to say about that?
I don't even know what drug is that. Is that marijuana?
No, it ain't. That ain't marijuana. It's like, like if you do like a mushroom or something like that, and it have you hallucinating.
What is a mushroom?
Well, it's a different type of drug. It's
what it
natural,
make you
but
happen?
it give you.
What happens?
So if you do mushrooms, say you eat too much of that, because it's like
mushrooms
real
on a
mushroom.
pizza. Mushroom on a pizza.
Yeah, like a real mushroom, but those mushrooms have effects to where you imagining stuff.
They say hallucination.
You feeling like everything is one. It causes hallucinations. So you introduced your kids to that. Now your kids is coming out like, how you coming out here doing all this red table and all of that when you the one introduced us to stuff, and that's why we jacked up today. I mean, come on now.
Well, I think the kids are beautiful. I don't think they're jacked up. I think they're beautiful kids with good skin.
They are beautiful kids.
They got some good ass skin.
Kids. I'm not saying look wise. I'm not saying look wise they not beautiful kids. They are. But what their parents have introduced them to kind of screwed them up a little bit in the mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
don't know if I feel the same way, considering what people go through in the hood and how these kids are already locked up in juvenile from killing people and robbing people. I've never heard them robbing and killing and jacking and shit. They don't be out here carjacking.
Well,
so
they ain't got to, because they got way too much money to do that. So
not necessarily.
If you look at,
they do have crimes where,
that's true.
Where rich people do steal and they do fraud. So rich people steal too.
And they do, and I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, even though they're rich, that doesn't make a difference on how it's going to affect them. They can have all the money in the world, but what you being exposed to can change your outlook. Uh-huh. And because you have money, you feel like you can do and say whatever you want to say. I don't fault their kids for the way they are or how they think. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at what did your parents introduce you to? Just as though they said that, it was a rumor that, Jada and Will were swingers. If that be the case and those kids were exposed to that, and then you expose them to psychedelic drugs, which are hallucinogens, why in the world and everything else every day.
But I think,
But
hold
it
on,
affects us.
773. I think that people get it wrong. No matter if you're rich or poor, you're gonna go through shit. They all go through stuff. Will Smith and Jada, just because
That's
they're
right.
rich, don't mean anything. They just mean they have more money. You know, and as far as Will
Exactly.
Smith and Jada being swingers, and so what? It's a whole bunch of people that's live in a poor society that's swingers. You got people out here that's in poly relationships, got multiple wives. My cousin, he's a poly. He have like three wives, and they have all kids, and they're getting their education,
Uh,
and
I'm
so
not
forth.
saying they can't get into
Right.
that.
And then you
No,
have these
I'm
men
not
out
saying that.
here.
I'm saying it's the mental health.
Right, but you do have these men out here that are players. Their kids see daddy with different.
But that
Everybody
affects
has their
them
thing,
mentally.
huh?
But what I'm saying is,
I
I'm
don't
not
know. I think
saying
the only
it is
person
no.
that can answer that is Jaden. And what's that girl name? I forgot her name, but she got some beautiful skin.
Willow.
Willow. I think they're doing great. I feel like they're vulnerable. They express themselves very articulate. They can talk. They can communicate. Half of these kids can't even talk because they mumble too much. They don't know how to form a sentence. They don't know options in this world. All they know is a damn video game or to rob, shoot. A lot of these kids don't even care if they make it to 30.
True that. That is
So
definitely the
every
time.
people put them on a pedestal, and I think with the black community, they don't conform. They're not your average hood black community type kids. They are different. They have been raised different. They have different resources. So a lot of our
And you
kids
know
have not
what?
even been outside the damn neighborhood. They don't even know different cities in their state they never traveled to. They don't even have relations with Indian people or different people outside their race because they don't have experience. They don't have money. They don't travel. So, everybody has their thing.
And I do agree with you on that. I really do agree with that because they are living a different life, and it's a whole lot harder for them when everything is in the public when your mother is out here just putting everything out here. That
No.
affects them. Not
Yeah.
only is it affecting her husband, but it is affecting the kids mentally, what they have to deal with. And as you said, they are in the public eye. And so that makes it harder for them. That's how I feel. It just makes it harder for them. So what I feel Jada should do is just shut up. Because you have already done enough damage. That man went out there and slapped the hell out of somebody trying to prove that he was harder than brick, knowing he wasn't. And then you slapped a person that wasn't even going to do nothing back to you. You knew that. Stop it. And she was cool with that. She didn't even back her husband up on that. But I'm going back. I'm digressing. Let's not do that.
But then
But
it's
still,
another sword too about Will Smith taking accountability for Will Smith. I can't blame her for Will Smith actions, even though maybe she did influence him. But that still is a man. He's in his 50s and 60s. That's a grown ass, old ass man. You're old.
you ain't never lied.
So it is what it
He
is.
a
And
grown man.
I think Will Smith is not perfect either. He slapped somebody, which is
Not at
horrible.
all.
He did it in the Oscars, which is horrible. But shit, hell, these niggas out here do worse. He
Don't
had
say no.
one on the prowl being heathens, stealing and killing innocent civilians, just like Jeremy Brown, the knockout king.
I mean, well, here's what, and what you saying is true. They out here doing way worse than what he doing, right? But because they out here doing it, but ain't nobody gonna know, right? But she gonna come out and
Yeah.
just tell it all. I'm not a Will Smith fan. I like where Will has come from. I like how he built himself up from nothing to where he is. I respect what he has done. I'm not a Will Smith fan because I've always felt like, you know, it's something fake about him. It's some phony shit to him. I just don't trust it.
I
You
never
know what
been a
I'm saying?
fan of
So I
his
really
either. It's just I don't know. I don't like his goofy ways. I don't know. He's so arrogant to me, and I don't like his arrogance. I feel like
thank
he
you.
feel like
I
he's
really
better than
don't.
other people.
Yeah, and I feel like he feel like people supposed to bow down to him. I also feel as though he had to let Jada know you messing up my reputation. You messing up everything for me. I got a brand by myself. I don't even need you. So you coming out here telling all of this, you better straighten this shit out. Because if you don't, it's gonna be a whole problem out here. You know what I'm saying? Now he out here looking crazy. She out here looking crazy. Ain't nobody really rolling with what Jada's saying. We just like, oh, wow, we didn't know that. Ooh, 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 ooh. Of course we going to be like, ooh, 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 because we didn't know. But why would you put that out there? Why didn't you just leave that between you and your husband?
I think the
That's just
reason why
wrong.
she
If
put
I
it
was
out
married,
there, she did it for herself. I believe she did it to free herself. And she
well,
felt
if
like
she wanted to free
she
herself,
owed it to her audience. I don't think whatever Jada does is for everybody, right? Like
mm-mm.
everybody that puts stuff out is not for everybody. Even though she puts stuff out for her people, other people that never liked her will take it and try to twist it and make it, what they think. People do it all the time. Some people do that to Cardi B. Cardi B, they ain't gonna never like her. They ain't trying to like her. But anytime she comes out,
right.
they're gonna take whatever it is, twist it, and make it negative for their negative. But Cardi B, her intention is for her own audience, and her audience gets it. And I think same with Jada. She did it for her audience, for her people. And I think with her
Well, and you
people,
may
she
be
got it.
correct in that.
And I
Well, you
also
may be
feel
correct
that,
in that.
like, if she was white, them white people, if you white people gonna look out for you. Black people do one thing wrong, and black people will tear their.
All the more reason why she should have kept her mouth shut. And if she wanted to talk to somebody and she was feeling some type of way, you got enough money to go talk to somebody's counselor or something to go get that off your chest instead of putting that out there for the public to just criticize you and drag you. As I said before, I was a Jada fan, I promise you. I used to watch every movie that she was in, whether it was good or bad, because I felt like she was a down-to-earth person and she was really real.
Yeah,
But
but
as
you're doing
time
that
went
based on her
on,
characters. You don't know Jada.
exactly,
So
I don't
that
know
you
her.
liked
And I
her,
did go
you
based
liked
off
her
of her
talent, you
character.
like her acting, you like
I
the
did.
characters that
I
she
did.
betrayed, but that is not
Hmm.
Jada. Jada, that's not her. So that's why she wanted to break the mold even more and express, this is me. And I know you say she should have
True
been
that.
quiet to not have the black community drag her, but at what point are you going to still stay afraid? Shit. She didn't give a fuck. And I think it's brave for her to go against the black community and say, hell, I don't care what y'all say. This is my story and this is what I am. And I think with that, her kids are even braver to see, okay, my mom, she don't feel one way and she acting one way in public and she's hiding like a coward behind closed doors. She's about that life. Even if the whole world hates her, she's still going to stand 10 toes on what she believes in, and she's going to come out with her chest out. And that's something that people look up to because most people can't cut it.
And you know what? Kudos for her for doing that. I'm not saying she, if you felt like that's something you wanted to do, then kudos for doing that, sweetheart. You doing what you want to do to free yourself and make you feel a little better. And ain't nothing wrong with that if that's how you feel. But your backlash is going to be so at the, as you said, we put them on a pedestal. So if you on a pedestal and you want to get everything out. You want to tell everybody this and that and the other. Now you should know that it's going to be a certain amount of disrespect.
Yeah, it's going to
It's
be
going to be a certain
backlash.
amount of things
Yeah,
that you're going to have to deal with behind that. That's what I'm
correct.
saying.
I agree
You're
with
dealing
you.
with
And I think she
backlash.
knows that. And I think she's ready for that. I think she knows that.
Okay.
She's well aware. I believe she is. I don't think she is naive and coming out.
Put it out there regardless, just like you said. I don't care what nobody thinks. This is what's going on in my life. This is what's happening. I don't give a shit about no backlash, no nothing, because if you notice, Jada never responds to any backlash that she has going on.
And
She never
shouldn't.
responds.
She
And
shouldn't.
if she does, as when her husband slapped somebody, she came back with something real simple and let that go. Okay, she don't respond to it, which is the smart thing to do, is not respond. If you want to get it out there and you want to do you got it. Just looks bad for her as a brand, and it looks bad for her husband as a brand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know them. They ain't paying none of my bills. They ain't doing none of that. So, I just like to listen to gossip to escape from my own crap that's going on in my own house.
I think what
know
Jada,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
So,
I think what Jada has to do, she has to find her village. It's people out here that will support Jada for being Jada, and she have yet to find that village to get over there, because the people that supported her, like you said, they used to seeing the characters that she betrayed, and they only hear stories of her and Will Smith staying in a marriage. So they have this kind of conservative, I don't know, they have their own beliefs that's just made up in their head about people, and that's why they follow her. But when she comes out to reveal, what you thought ain't really what it is, people are disappointed. People are like, no, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't know this was who you were. And now she's getting backlash, which is normal, but she has to keep on being herself to find her village. I don't know how long that would take, but if she keeps on at it, eventually I will hope those people that don't like her will move along and find what they really like. However, you do have people that will stay there just to complain because they're waiting for you to conform into the person they want you to be. So, I don't know if people are waiting for her to get it right, because people want to see her submit to Will. People want to see Will be more dominant, and people is waiting for that. People want it to be a correction, but I don't think that's who she is. So that's who they are. So they definitely have to keep pushing on to find their own audience that will like and accept Will and Jada for being Will and Jada, not the characters they portray.
And I get what you're saying. Here's my problem with that. Jada admitted herself that Will was not somebody that she was ready to marry, and that her mother is the one that pushed for that. So I don't think she really ever loved him. I think maybe over time, as they've been married for so many years, she had a certain type of love for him, but she was never really in love with him.
I agree.
That causes a problem.
I agree.
And I think that's
that
what
she
makes
got
her get
married
out there.
to conform and to make other people happy. And I'm sure she got pushed and
She got
pressured to
married
say,
to make her
this
mother
is the
happy.
right thing to do. And a lot of times parents will tell you and society tell you this is the right thing to do. This is going to make you happy. And they're so fucking wrong. They don't know what's best for you. You are an individual. You're not a makeup of them. And so often people want you to conform to what they want you to be. So Jada, I'm sure she has a lot of regret, wishing that she didn't marry Will and she did what she wanted to do. She probably wished she was a risk taker, and Jada definitely seemed like a risk taker. And I guess she got fed up and said, "Hell, I'm gonna risk it now. I'm tired," And that's just what I can see from it.
And I do agree with you on that. I really do agree with that. That I think she married him trying to please somebody else, and that wasn't working out for her, and she stayed in it just trying to make it work.
Right.
But it's not working out. And I get what you're saying. I understand 100% what you're saying. Yes, I think she did it. She married somebody that she wasn't really in love with just because her mother pushed for it. And I think her mother pushed for it for the simple fact that she saw that Will Smith, his star was rising. And at that time, Jada was, she was doing the little hood movies and whatever, but she wasn't popular to the point where he was going. Mm-hmm. And her mother saw that. And she told her, go ahead and latch on to that. And that is what she did.
It was a safe bet. I mean, Will Smith, he's a charmer. He's good looking. He's rising up in fame. I mean, who wouldn't try to push their daughter on Will Smith? I get why the mom pushed her. Not if that's not truly in the daughter's heart, but people have done that from the beginning of time, pushing their daughters to marry men. And in the past, it was definitely accepted in society, and it was what you do to secure a family, what you do to secure money, so but a lot of times I find that people use past society into current society, and it never works. Like if I'm trying to use what they did in 1980s and trying to push it on a 20-year-old and say, this is what you do and this is going to make you happy. We are in a different world. We are in a different society, and we're always moving to the future. So a lot of times, as I can see a lot of times now, just like Jada and many other people that were married that now divorced. Unfortunately, Jada and Will would never get divorced. But if they were like anybody else, that marriage would have been divorced, So.
Yep. It would have been over with. And I think you're right when it comes down to that. I really do. Mm-hmm. Like you said, it's a different time. It's a different day. And so you can't apply old stuff all the time to new stuff. Now, some things that's old ain't never going to change. And some things, we all grow.
Well, people are
at
dead,
this point,
too.
I think that
the big mamas are not here anymore. They're dead.
Exactly.
So
exactly. You got nobody
they're not
to
here
tell
anymore. This is a different world. We have a new bunch of kids. In the past, the older people are dead, and then in the future, they're going to die off. We have different people going to run the world. They're going to die off. So you're always going to have a difference because you're dealing with different people. 100 years ago, we were not even on planet Earth. It was a whole bunch of different people that was here running shit. So society and things were different. And same 100 going forward. Ain't that some shit? We're not even going to be here in 100 years.
Right. It's gonna be.
That's some sad shit, but that's reality.
It ain't sad. It's real, girl. I don't want to be here 100 years.
I want to be here. Shit, I want to be here 500 years. Shit, fuck it, if I can.
I don't, because I don't want to see none of the crap that's coming behind what's already here. It's sad.
Well, at least you'll die in peace. At least you'll die in peace. You'll be ready to go.
I sure will.
Yeah.
I sure will. But I just feel like, she's a beautiful lady. I think she's a very pretty woman. I think she's very smart. I think she's an intelligent woman. But she needs to choose her battles a little better.
What is she doing for money? Like, if she's I think if she wanted clout, like people are saying, I think just do a movie, Jada. You're very talented. Just find a good bomb movie that you can be a lead in. And I think she's tired of doing the acting shit. Maybe she wants something different.
And I think that she tried to move in that direction. But it's not working out for her.
No.
Okay?
Well,
you haven't done
I do know this.
In so long.
She did Batman. It was because I used to watch the series Batman, and it did well. And she was an executive producer, and she came in being a character. I forgot. Her name was Fish. They call her Fish Mooney. Okay,
Okay.
look up Fish Mooney, Batman, and she did that, and she was an
Uh-huh.
executive producer, and that Batman series did pretty good. Now she didn't want to act anymore, so they killed off her character. But I was a big fan of Fish Mooney in the Batman series. She's talented. She can do what she want to do. I think she just choose not to. I think maybe she's get tired of that acting shit. I don't know. Right
I
now,
just think she
Will
ain't never.
Smith is doing his show. He's executive producer of the Fresh Prince, that revamp, and I'm sure they still doing
Right.
stuff down the pipeline. You know.
Well, Will is always gonna be bigger than her, and I think that's a problem as well. You know, her star has kind of dimmed out, and the only reason that she was still relevant or even talked about was because she married this man and he skyrocketed. And she might be feeling some type of way, like, damn, I ain't even got my own life. Ain't nobody even recognizing me. Or do I exist? So what do I have to do to let people know I'm an individual? This is what I think. This is what I do. It's not always about Will and Jada. It's about me. I think that's how she's looking at it. And she out here just doing what she do. And that's okay if you want to do what you do, but just be prepared for what's coming. I think, like you said, she is prepared. She knows, but I don't think she knows to the extent of the harm of what she's doing. I don't think she gets the extent of where this is going to take her. Where even if they got divorced, ain't nobody going to be checking for Jada. They still going to be giving Will all kind of $1 million acting things and all of that stuff. They're not checking for Jada. Ain't nobody checking for her. Wasn't nobody checking for her until she came with her red table stuff. Okay, when she started telling all her business,
Well,
then everybody was like,
I'm
woo.
gonna always check for you, Jada. Okay. Now I'm not gonna. I may not watch your personal stuff, like, cause I'm really. I don't know. I'm really not invested in people, Jada. So it's no diss to you or anything. Like, I know you had a table
Right.
talk, but I never watched it. I don't watch nobody's stuff, Jada, so don't feel bad. But I do like to see you acting. Like I do. I love to see her actors. I think she's a great performer. Now, I did not watch The Matrix. I'm not into The Matrix. I know a lot of people like it. I don't like that shit. I try to watch The Matrix time and time. I don't understand it. It's just too much shit going on. It's too many
I
ugly
love the
people.
Matrix. I mean,
It's
and
too many ugly
and
things.
she did her thing.
It's too many ugly
You know, she
monsters in
did
the
her thing in
Matrix.
the Matrix.
It's got some
You
ugly
know,
monsters. I don't like ugly monsters. It got. But
I mean, I feel you.
yeah, it's
I
just
feel
my
you.
taste.
I mean, everybody got their own preference of what they like and don't like or whatever, and I get that. No problem. Everybody got different things going. I just feel like she kind of went. If I've never been married, but if I'm gonna be married to somebody and I have a whole family with them, I'm not getting ready to tell everybody what the hell going on I'm not gonna tell the world
Right, because you don't
unless
want to
I'm
be on
prepared
a
to leave
judgment
him.
block. You don't want to be judged.
Right.
You don't want to get talked
So
about.
if I'm not
But
prepared,
but
if
you have
I'm
to
not
understand
prepared
too.
to leave him,
People love to talk and tell their business, and they know they're going to get judged.
don't
People
they?
do it all the time on social media, here on YouTube. And by them telling their business, it does help so many people. So many people that may be in a person's situation, they know, hey, I'm not alone. Oh my God, I thought I was alone. I'm realizing, coming from this individual, I'm not alone. Even though that person may help so many people, you're still going to have X, Y, and people that don't like it and is going to twist it off to make it negative, just like I told you about the Cardi B thing. And that's just what people
And
do.
true.
In this world, you always going
And
to
that
have
is so true.
pros and cons. So,
True. And that is so true. Yes, that is very, very true. She, Jada just got a lot of stuff going. I mean, I personally, when I see stuff, and it say Jada or whatever, I go right past that. But I tune into you all the time, so I had to see what my girl GIGI was talking about, because I had to see what she had going,
started off
because you
trying
put
to
it
be
on out
messy.
there.
I started off trying to be messy,
Y'all, girl,
and the
stop it.
reason
You
why,
messy.
yeah. Damn, I am. Man. I think sometimes I be in denial, like, damn, because so I don't want to be known as messy. I know I'm messy, but that's a personal issue I have to deal with. But besides the point,
No, you ain't.
huh?
You ain't got to deal with that because you doing what you do. You
I do.
are a gossip blogger.
I
so
do.
there is no reason for you not to be messy, because they put their mess out here for you to report on.
Well,
and
thank
so,
you for that.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
They put it out there for you to report on, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing but what they asked for.
Mm-hmm.
It's called supply and demand.
Right.
Supply
well, I
and
need
demand.
some more supply because,
okay?
I've been going to the Shade Room lately, and I haven't been seeing much on the Shade Room, the neighborhood talk. It's like the Instagram bloggers are so boring to me now.
Well, you ain't, because I be cracking up. You
Thank
are
you.
not boring, honey.
Well, I'm starting
I
to
got
think
on
about
here,
doing
I don't
skits.
know if you remember, but I was out here on the phone with you last time talking about it's time for the algorithm. Girl, I be watching.
I was like, maybe I should.
Watching.
Thank you. I was thinking about busting down some skits. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I would love to do cartoon skits, but I don't know how to do cartoon stuff.
Why don't you?
Because
I
need to learn. I need to learn, and I have a laziness about me. And then I have this, sometimes I daydream, and I'm like, I want somebody to come save me, like I'm waiting for. Like this guy
Girl,
that gonna
you ain't
come.
got to be saved.
This guy gonna come and he gonna know all about cartoon animation. He gonna help me. I be daydreaming,
but you got it all together.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
And what I like about you is your honesty. Mm-hmm. This is what I like about you, your honesty. That's why I tune in to you.
Thank you.
Because you're very honest about, look, I'm not making stuff up. I'm not just out here just doing whatever. I'm just reporting what is already out here, and I'm letting y'all talk to me and tell me what you think about it.
Pretty much.
So I think you're doing what you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. This is your field. Right. This is what you have to do, and you doing it. Mm-hmm. And I think it's warranted for you to do that. And nobody should be bashing you for it, because you ain't the only person reporting on their business.
Right. But, people are going to bash me for it, and I just have to accept it. And, I go through in and out with it. Sometimes I can get in a very safe space. And if I'm in a safe space, it's like I want to stay in this safe space. And I get afraid, and I don't want to get out of it. But then if I just accept I'm in a battle and let's just go to war, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Go to war. Go to war, girl. Go
being in a safe space, it is comfortable. I will say that. It is. It's so relaxing. You don't got to battle. It's not a back and forth. You don't have to get online and worry about and search who's saying something about you now. When you're in battle and war mode, you're constantly dealing with more trolls. Shit, I already got trolls and I don't do shit. It's just going to be more. And just like Cardi B, she is in a war zone where she don't give a fuck what she says. She going to say it. Then she going to have her ops always going back and forth with her, constantly in drama with different people. And I just, it is so refreshing and it's so peaceful when you don't have to do none of that. Even if people say something about you, just let it ride, Because the more you give into it, the more energy, the more it's going to get bigger, So just let it ride and just know that, hey, it just comes with it. You cool. You alive here. You're blessed. And think about all the blessings that you have, It is what it is.
Right. And I'm going to just take a page out of Beyonce's book and tell you. What she say? You know you that bitch when you cause all this conversation.
Okay.
Okay?
I know that's right. Okay, baby. Yes.
Okay. And she put it in a song.
Yeah.
She lets you know. I
Yes, she
know I'm that
does.
bitch because I'm causing all this conversation. I'm real important to y'all, ain't I? And I'm going to keep on twirling and working my way right on across this stage and making these dollars.
Yeah.
Okay?
I like that about Beyonce,
yeah.
that she gives clapbacks in her music and her art. I always wanted that for Cardi B. So, but you know.
Yeah, I would love to see her do that, but she hasn't grown enough or matured enough to not respond to what's going on out these streets because people going to talk about you all day. You could be living in the hood and somebody going to put out a whole rumor on you. You know it ain't true, but it's out there. You got to still walk down the street. You got to still try to hold your head up high regardless of what they say.
And you know what else I feel? I feel it depends on the culture that you're in. I feel like in hip hop it's very messy. I feel like gossip, the category that I'm in, is very messy. So you have to be careful in order not to get into that wave of drama, you know? But I think certain categories, like who would I think? Okay, don't you know them people like cartoon animation shit? You don't really know them, so you know what I mean. Ain't nobody gonna talk about. You gonna talk about the damn character? That's fine. But the Moot Gang, don't you know how they be eating all that damn food and how they be whispering shit? I don't think they in drama at all. The only one person that was in drama was that girl recently. She was eating all that food, that lobster and stuff. I forgot her name. Be Love Life. And they shamed her for how she looked, you know? And that was her own black community, and that was sad. How they did that girl.
Well, you know, hey.
That was
you
so
out here
messed up
eating
how
up
they
a
did
gang
it.
of shit. Why? Well, she out here eating up a gang of shit looking
That's her
crazy as hell.
job. That's her job.
Oh, okay.
You know
Well,
she's a
okay
millionaire
then, Gigi,
off
if
of
you
that.
say so.
You know she's a millionaire off of that.
I'm sure she is, but if you say so, Gigi, I just, you know, for me, I'm like, girl, bye. I cannot. I really cannot. But you know,
usually
far
those
as they
type of
concerned-
people, you know, they don't deal with a lot of mess and drama. Like it depends on the category that you're in, I feel, and the company you're around. But you know, in this gossip world, honey, it's a lot of mess going on. It's a lot of drama.
Oh, definitely. A gang of it, baby. It's a gang of mess,
YouTubers
and
going
I'm here
against
for it.
yeah, YouTubers going against YouTubers daily. It's always something.
And I'm here for it because every time you bring the tea, I be having my cup right on out here with it.
Okay,
all
yeah,
your drama
yeah.
and all your mess. I be waiting on Gigi to report. Girl,
And I
let me see
love
what Gigi
it. I
got
do
to say.
love it. I love bringing a mess, but I do be honest with you. Even though I love it, it's something I don't know. Sometimes I be like, why am I so messy? I shouldn't be this way, you know? So that's just my own personal issue. That's my own personal. I don't want to be known as messy for real. You know, even though I like being messy, like I said, I have a lot of inside battles, you know, with being messy, you know?
Girl, I love the mess. Keep being messy because
Okay.
I'm going to keep on tuning in
I will.
with all your mess, and I'm going to cheerlead the whole way.
Thank
How
you.
about that?
How about it? Okay. All right. All right. Well, we're going to let you go at this time. We do have some more callers. I appreciate you, though. Oh, my God. We had a good time. I love her. Shout out, shout out, shout out. So we do have some more callers. Feel free to call in. What are you guys are saying? This son was a medical preference. Gigi been bringing the tea every day, 3 times a day. Yeah, I have. You know, but like I said, I need more drama. I need more gossip. And on the Instagram blog sites, I'm not seeing enough drama. I don't see newsworthy stuff that's worth talking about that you guys would even like. Calling from 732. You're live on the air. 732.
Hey, Miss Gigi.
Hey, baby. How you doing?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm loving your energy. I feel it through the
I,
phone.
I know that's right. And before I start, I'm gonna say this again. I hope you're working on that show because you inspire.
What show?
Your show that I told you deserve because you fire.
What show? Tell me again.
The show that you should have on TV because you is the best.
Oh, thank you. I
Ah,
appreciate it. But
yeah,
I have
I
not been
told you that.
working on the show. I
I
have
know you ain't working
not.
on it, but Steve,
Huh?
it's for you. I think you. I believe that is in your future. You is the blessed.
Thank you. You know I'm
You
scared
the
of
best.
Hollywood, though. You know I'm scared of
I don't know.
Hollywood.
You saying that, girl, but you the realest. I'm sorry, you fired. You
Thank
fired.
you.
You
Thank you.
fired.
Thank you.
I'm from Jersey. And one more thing before I comment on this. Miss Gigi, I
Yeah.
already know you know this. What they say don't matter because like that caller before me said, you the baddest.
Thank you.
Girl, claim it.
Thank you.
Claim it.
Uh huh.
And now, I think Jada has a little mental health issue. I think she has mental health issues because, with her own, within herself. Because, like they said, she involves her family, but I don't think intentionally. I just think she got, a little bit of issues with her own mental. Because a lot of stuff she doing from the past. She talk about Tupac, and he ain't even here.
Mhm.
And I think, but remember when her and Will got married, they said they was never divorcing. She putting it on her mother, but they knew who they was when they got in that marriage.
Mm.
And if you look back, they agreed that they ain't never divorcing like you said. But she do need to be relevant. The husband that, like you said, he's satisfied with what they have, and she, because of her mental state. I assume only a mental state. Because why would you want to give your kids mushrooms? Most parents don't want to indulge with their children, and they don't want their children to indulge.
Mm. Now, I
As
will
far as
say maybe not mushrooms. I haven't heard that, but I do know that parents do smoke marijuana with their.
no,
You,
that's
huh?
cool, Miss CG, and that ain't cool though. I think
That's
that
not
your child,
cool, but it is
no,
reality.
it is reality.
Parents
But you know
do
what, Miss
drink
CG?
with their kids as well.
Yes, yes, they do. But I think it should be at a certain age, not the age that her children are. Like my
Okay.
daughter's married and she's 35, and I'll drink with you, but
No,
I
no,
won't
I'm
drink with
talking
my children.
about they are drinking with their
No,
parents at
that's
12,
right.
13, 14 years old.
That's right. The parents,
Mm.
you
Well,
know,
isn't he just telling his truth? Because sometimes,
she's
if
telling the truth.
I
That's
think I don't know, I hate to see it as bashing, because a lot of
no,
us,
I don't mean like no,
hold
no.
on,
You
a
right.
lot of us, we feel some type of way about, we feel that mom or dad should have did X, Y, and Z, and if we express ourselves
Yes.
about our parents, are we bashing too?
No, I don't think it's bad. You're right. I used the wrong words, Miss Gigi, because you know what? I'm raised by my grandmother, and my mother had 14 brothers and sisters that were just out there. And we couldn't bash them because my grandmother didn't allow it. It's
Yeah,
just
old
truth, like
school.
you
You
said.
can't say
Truth.
anything bad about your parents. You can't
That's right.
question
Yes.
them. But I'm
But
so
you know,
happy that we passed that era, and now we can question
yes.
our parents even though they don't want to
That's
answer.
right. Yes.
And we
Yes.
can express ourselves, because I think in the past, a lot of stuff has been secrets. A lot of stuff has been not healed and not talked about because we couldn't talk about nothing. We couldn't go
And I
to
think
a
that's what,
therapist to get help because we'd be labeled as crazy. Your ass is stupid. You just wasting money.
that's
Why are you telling a stranger your business? That's just
that's
dumb as hell.
our
You
big
a dummy for that.
that's,
Huh?
but you know what? Right, that's his truth. But that's how he getting to free himself. You're right. But he's basically crying out to the world what he's been through in
Yeah.
his home. That, like you said, we thought they was perfect.
I
That
didn't.
young man
Well,
came.
okay, yeah, people, yeah, y'all thought that was perfect, but I'll be
Yeah,
honest with you, I didn't think much of them. Like, I don't be thinking about people. Like, I be in my own world. These celebrities, I
yeah.
promise you, I don't think much about.
But like when we seen Will Smith, and he was the Fresh Prince.
That's how y'all
He involved.
did Bill Cosby too. Like how y'all did Bill
Yes,
Cosby, y'all thought
okay, okay. He's the daddy of the world. But see, Jada, the
that
thing
was,
with
yeah,
her,
but
even though
those are characters.
And yes, but she going through what she going through emotionally, and she's pulling her children in. Like she allowed her daughter to write a letter to a dead man. That shows us that Jada is unstable to somewhat. Thank God she got Will because she's going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I unstable. But I think it's good.
Why did
that,
she allow?
I mean,
Why did she? Why were they giving so much attention to Tupac?
that's what I'm saying because she's crazy. I think. Listen, I think that her family, no offense to none, I think they scared of her.
How did
We don't know
her
what's going
kids know about Tupac? Like, did she just tell them stories? He was the love of my life. He did this. He did that. And maybe that's how they came to know him. Like, because.
And don't you find that strange? Because she was telling a little girl that at a young age, they say the girl wrote that letter at 10 or something.
Yeah, that's.
So parents don't.
Yeah, I would probably think that was an appropriate thing to do.
Yes, yes. So she's damaging her children. But I know she didn't sit with her husband to tell her daughter about Tupac. So when she's with her children alone, she on this baby on the mushroom, she just she just goes into rants. But you're telling your children things that they don't have, shouldn't be privy to. I think as a parent, even though you're rich or whatever, you got to know. I mean, don't get me wrong, because a lot of celebrities do it. Y'all letting these children be in grown folk business where they shouldn't be, like you said. That's not your business. And maybe because she's trying to stay relevant, but you don't bring the children in like that. And then, like I said, look how it made the son feel. Like, and you see how the son just automatically ran on stage and told everybody who he is. That was something he should have been able to do. You know, I don't know. It just was sad to me that he did it the way he did it. And that's because everything that they do, like you said, now we thought they was a private group, but look, Jada with his friends, she with this. You messing up the kids. They mental. Mental health is everything, especially with us black people. We lose track of that. And people don't think that, adults don't think that what you do is going to affect your child's mental health, including myself at times. You know, nobody's perfect, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
It's black.
Well,
it's white,
until Jada or them kids commit a murder, or until they start whooping on black women, then I would say, okay, they mental health people. But other than that,
no,
they not going around here like Jeremy Brown or selling drugs to the community.
Jada has a mental health issue within herself.
Maybe
Not
she
the whole
do.
family, but
Maybe she take medication for it.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. In a family like that, you have a father who's the head and he's the man of the house. But then the mother is normally the one that's going to tend to the kids and she's going to teach the kids and But her mother didn't teach her that way, as we see. So why are you doing it to your children? Children live what they learn like that, like how Jeremy or nobody chastised him and said, you don't touch these women. Then he's going to, but maybe he's seen his father or his mother be beaten. He just thinks that's what it do. Children live what they learn.
And sometimes it could be where his parents did tell him don't do it, and he did it what he wanted to do. I think people have to be individual. You can teach a child one way, and they can do another way.
Amen. Right. You're right about that. So I renege on what I said. Absolutely. I done seen that too. So we just don't know. But it's sad, and I, I'm a person, MissGiGi. When I do say a prayer, I just say, Lord bless the world. So hopefully they'll be in that blessing.
Mm-hmm.
But I love you, MissGiGi.
I love you too. And just to let y'all know, Cardi B just popped out with a video. Don't go nowhere though.
Oh, I'm about to check.
Damn, I should have said that.
MissGiGi, I make sure I catch all your lives. I make sure I catch every live since I got with you.
Thank you.
Let me say this. I'm new to the YouTube, and I was trying to pick through, who I was going to be with. Girl, it's you.
Hey, I like that. I like it like that.
It's you, MissGiGi.
Heck yeah.
You got them all beat. In my book, it's you. You the truth.
Appreciate it. All right.
You the truth.
Thank you so much.
Everybody
All right, we're going to let her go. All right, we're going to go on to our next caller, 215. I'm going to look in the comments section. And you know what? We may have, what do you guys think? Are you guys okay with adding topics to this live? Press 1 if you're okay with adding more topics to this live. Or 5 if we should just keep talking about Jada. I don't know how much longer we can talk about this shit, okay? But let's continue on. 215. Calling 215. Hey, how's it going?
Hello?
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 Yes?
MissGiGi.
Yes?
I think you're phenomenal. I think you're phenomenal.
Oh, thank you.
And I would like to say this young lady that just called, she's a wonderful lady, but you delved into people's lives. You even talked about their children. Their children are brilliant. You just don't judge people like that. You gossiped about that lady. I don't know what Jada Pinkett said, but I know everyone is talking about it. And she has her village, Miss GG. You know, Satan takes as many people with him as he can. What I respect about her is her honesty.
Yeah.
Budging around, Miss GG. Do you?
You said
Hello?
what? Yeah, what did you say?
I said, gods are being chosen.
No, I don't know nothing about
God,
that.
or, you know, either or.
Okay.
And Miss Jada Pinkett is a Hollywood lady. And you know what Hollywood does. Those people take oaths. And so she's drawing her village in like that. Mm-hmm. She's drawing her people in the village. I respect her honesty, but what she's doing is she's flipping the script right now. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, Miss GG?
Basically flipping a script. What script was she on before?
Okay, it's either or. It's Satan or God, right?
Well,
and you know how this world
okay.
Is, now,
is your commentary
hold
on, wait. Is your commentary based on religion? Like based on religion?
No,
agenda?
it's not religion.
Okay.
It's just
is it conspiracy theories?
The view of the world today. Okay. We know how Hollywood is. I respect her honesty. But the point of the matter is she's drawing her village, and it's not based on religion. It's based on the truth, the way the world is today.
Yeah, but you have to realize, too.
The New World Order.
You have to realize this, too. Everybody truth is different. Everybody facts is different.
But what I'm saying is that's
one
what she's doing.
That believes one thing, they believe their beliefs are facts. Then you have another person that believes something else, and they believe their beliefs are facts. Now, both can have their own truth as long as it's not pushing it on other people or stating to other person it's facts when it's your beliefs. So it's more like this is what you believe.
That is really great. But Miss Gigi, what I'm saying is this: I'm looking at the way the world is today. You understand that 2030 the New World Order is coming in
with Russia and Ukraine and China.
Yeah, see, it's going to be a worldwide war. Russia and Germany. Can you imagine that? So the United States is going to take side of Germany.
The world has always been in war. We in war right now.
Yes.
It's never stopped being a war.
It's always been a spiritual
war. If it's
war.
not a country versus country, it's a war within family. It's a war. Wars and battles always going to be. Yeah.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
215, I do appreciate you. We're going to have to let you go. I'm going to try to put in some more topics in here. And, and we have a troll bot. Troll bot, why you up in here? Okay, so I'm going to try to add more to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the shade room in the neighborhood talk and seeing what they're talking about. And maybe we can pump up something right here, okay? Bam, take that off, okay? Because, I think we didn't say what we was going to say about this people. You know what I mean? All right, so let me go to the neighborhood talk. Sometimes I go there to see what they got popping new. Hopefully they got something. All right, so I'm going to pop this on here. And we see Offset. You know, we like Offset, so let's see.
I see them little jokes playing with my grandma, or my granny. I really be missing my granny. Y'all be on here playing games on the internet. I don't get the internet. Y'all crazy, man. It's all good though. She watching. She gonna get y'all niggas. Nah, but on some real shit, man. I love. I see them little jokes.
All right, so I haven't seen Offset this much excited. You know, he's really smiling. Have you ever guys seen Offset this excited before? Press 1 if you ain't never seen him this excited before. Press 4 if you have. You know, I really think he's excited, not because of Cardi B, but because his relationship with his brother Quavo. I think uniting him with Quavo, and he missed his relationship with his brother. I think it really made him at whole again. I never seen him being on social media this as much and talking and stuff. I don't think it's Cardi B WAP. I think it's Quavo brother. It's Quavo Offset brother, which got him cheesing and so happy. And I'm so happy that, you know, they're back together. They are saying, and call in, let us know what you guys think about that. Do you guys think it's because of Quavo, or do you think it's because of Cardi B WAP? Okay, they are saying this. Why do I feel like I've never heard him talk this much before? Everybody is saying that. And I feel the exact same way. He's never been this expressive before. And look how he's smiling. It says, no, I feel like you are a king. I really miss my childhood goldfish. That's why I treat him like I do. Okay, what that got to do with this? You know, I can't stand when people just make comments just for making comments. I don't know how any black person could make jokes about a grandma. You don't have grandmas. Life was so much better when grandma was alive. I know that's true for most of y'all. And didn't we just talk about that? The big mamas, they're all dead now. All the big mamas are dead. We are in a different world. No more big mamas. Okay, it says, yes, we know every nigga miss their granny. When they move and foul and get caught, I be missing my papa. The funniest Photoshop, he said she's going to get y'all niggas. Like, leave my boy alone. He misses granny for real. The internet is so unserious. He misses granny, period. Anyone stream Young Thug and Nicki Minaj? All right, so comment. Let us know what's your thoughts about that. Okay, okay, so this is Cardi B. Now, why they don't got no clothes on? Huh? And I can't even play the video because these girls, they don't got no clothes on. Nasty put some clothes on, okay? They don't got no clothes on. Just trifling heathens in a music video. I can't even show y'all because they don't know how to dress appropriately, which is sad. But, you know, that's just how it is. So this is Kiki. Red. Okay, this is Keke Palmer. And I guess she's playing off of, what's her name? Nicki Minaj. It says, my son glad to stay on your necks. See you at Broccoli Feast, all right? Ooh, don't Keke Palmer look good? Girl, you rocking that hair. You looking good. All right, I'm going to look in our comment section, and people are saying, I miss my grandmother. That granny pain do creep out of nowhere. I'm confused. Now, y'all. Do you know I lost my grandmother last year, July the 3rd, and it's coming up. July the 3rd, I was in my other room looking at my granny go on the internet, on TV, on my cell phone, because they had, you know, they FaceTimed me while they was in the hospital, girl. July the 3rd. Okay, it's coming up. Oh, God. Oh, God. I know some of y'all ready for death, and some of y'all want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Okay, I know some of y'all made y'all peace. I want to stay forever young, child. Hell yeah. I want to stay forever young. It's a song called Forever Young by Lana Del Rey, and I love that song. I love Lana Del Rey. All right, so let's see what else. They said, oh, Gigi, who said that? I'm sorry for your loss. So what else is going on here? You see, they don't got nothing good. You see this stuff, right? They don't have nothing good, you know? Okay, I see Beyonce. What's that about? Flo says Beyonce, Rihanna, and Lil Wayne are the greatest hip hop artists of all time. I don't give a damn what she says. Okay, Flo Miller, you cool and all, but why is this news? Why is this? I don't give a damn about somebody's opinion. I guess because I don't know. Mm-mm. Okay, they said Carol Hilson, she did You're Turning Me On. You're Turning Me On. You know, she performed at the Essence Festival. Now look at her. Look at her. Mm. You know I can't play the song. You know I can't play the song. Gigi, you don't have a date tonight? No, because I decided to be with y'all. You know, I had my date earlier. So actually, before the live, I had to tell his ass bye. And then I decided I don't want to see his ass no more. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen an old fling and you're like, I give it a try again? But then, it's, I can do better. You know what I mean? I can do better, y'all. I can do better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do better. I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to settle. This is Carrie Hilson performing. Sad she doesn't make music anymore. Well, don't she still write? Don't she still write music? Okay. Okay, she's spreading them legs a lot. Come on now. Nobody need to see that. Now, that wasn't necessary at the end, how she was spreading that low. It wasn't necessary. So what did Young Miami say? It says, why my DoorDash? Okay, and why aren't they covering up the cuss words? The neighborhood talk. See, they don't cover up the cuss words. See, that's why I like to keep it on Shade Room. At least the Shade Room, you know it's going to be safe. You're not going to see all that cussing. You know what I mean? You're not going to see all that cussing over there. Let's go to the Shade Room where we know it's safe. The neighborhood talk, they'll put anything up. They don't care. They don't care. All right, so this is over here, the neighborhood, the Shade Room. Well, we saw this clip right here with Quavo, with Offset. Okay, this is another clip.
We did the BET performance, man, with Iconic, man. It cleared my soul. Me and my brother Quay, man, we put that together within 16 hours, like 15 hours. We land from Paris like at 9 p.m. and go to work to figure out how we gonna put the show together, man. And we do that because, we some real stars. Like, we do that. We do this music. We the greatest group to ever touch the mic. R.I.P. my brother Tate. We did it for my brother Tate. Me and Quay stood tall, brother to brother. You did what I'm saying? And I appreciate everybody for supporting, man. It was a movie. It was a vibe. We needed that for the culture. And, yeah, that's how we come in. We did that in 16 hours, though, like real professionals. Real professionals. Went out there 16 hours. Didn't sleep, locked in on the visual. Me and Quay sat down, locked in on the visuals, locked in on the position of the stage, the lighting, everything as a unit. And, when you put the three heads together, it's always going to be cinematic. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be the truth. It's always going to be godly, man. And thank God for that moment. And like I said, R.I.P. to Tate. Y'all know how we come about my brother legacy. Me go forever, the greatest group to ever do it. I love all my fans. I love all y'all.
All right, so to me, he definitely talking a lot more. What do y'all think about this? Y'all gonna call in? Do y'all think Offset is talking a lot more and he's more happy now? Press 2 if you feel like he's more happy now, he's talking more. I think so, But he look like he's not aging well. It look like he got it looked like somebody punched him in his eye. You see that? It looked like, I don't know, it looked like a black eye to me. I don't know, maybe that's just how his face shaped, Not sure. What's with the rainbow fan? Well, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see no rainbow fan. All right, so let's see what else is out here in these streets. Something with Boosty. They got a lot of political stuff out here. Why? Okay, I thought this was supposed to be gossip. Why do they have so much political stuff in the gossip realm? Now they're talking about Candace Owens. They are saying that Candace Owens is saying black people are good at basketball, and y'all should stick at basketball and let the Asians and white, be smart and and smart shit. She says, I'm not bothered by the fact that black Americans dominate. I'm not bothered by the fact that black Americans dominate Asians who train the hardest and therefore score the most points should. This is not complicated, okay? She says, if white people would like to have a greater presence in the NBA, then they are going to have to work at their jump shots. If black people would like to have a greater presence at Harvard, then they are going to have to work on their academics. This is not hard. She started off with saying, imagine the NBA declined LeBron James because there were too many black people in the NBA and they wanted racial diversity. So they instead allowed Ed onto the Lakers in his place. That is exactly what Asian Americans have been enduring for decades at Harvard, okay? So you guys know the Supreme Court came down and they took out affirmative action at colleges. All right, so if y'all got something to say about that, feel free to call in. Let's talk about it, They said Candace didn't go to Harvard. No, she ain't go to Harvard, but she said what she said. Do you guys agree with it or y'all don't agree with it, okay? Isn't she in the UK? I don't know where she at. Every time I call your number, I can never get through. Well, ain't nobody on the line now, so call in now. This is the best time to call in. Call in now. Let us know what you guys think about this. But this is political, so I can keep moving on. Okay. Who's cutting the onions? So this one.
She don't know how to be a mother, because if she did, she wouldn't be on Instagram showing her butt nakedness and trying to pull in men. You ain't getting paid for it, so why is you showing your body? When ain't a man ain't lied to us. Come on. But one thing about it, if that's all he did, but you doing 10, 50 things behind the world back that you ain't telling on TV, girl, to this boy. And he got a mama, baby. And I'm not going to let you do it. And since your mama ain't going to step in and tell you to take your naked behind off Instagram, then let me tell her. Get your naked behind. Be a lady, honey. Have something that in the man, what she don't get is other men going to watch this show this season and see how she's trying to drag Scrappy. And they going to be careful with that. They going to her and throw her out like they been doing before Scrappy met her. Sent on. She always down in him. Always. They ain't gonna call my son last week. Why you can't go on social media and say I'm a good person? Because you ain't, bitch. Why you want him to lie like you lying? She don't know how to be a mother. Because if she did, she wouldn't be on Instagram showing her butt nakedness.
Girl, you heard it here. Comment. Let us know what you guys think about that. Ow! I done hit my damn knee. Oh, I hit my knee. I'm always hitting something. I can't stay still. Why can't I just sit down and stay still? I got to move my foot. I got to move my legs. I want to know, when you guys sit down, do you guys just stay still or do you guys have to move your foots and legs? Comment, let us know. And maybe I'm not sitting comfortable. That's what it is. Maybe I'm just not sitting comfortable because I'm always moving. So what are your thoughts about Mama D? Comment, let us know your thoughts about it. And okay, Zoe, call in, girl. Zoe, make it hot. I want you get Mama D, Zoe, call in. And she did worse back in her day, but have the nerve to tell Bambi that. Zoe, we need you, Zoe. Zoe, please call in, girl. You know you make it hot. When Zoe call in, she shake the table, and everybody named Mama start calling in. Zoe, piss them off. Come on, Zoe, call in. Zoe, call in, girl. I don't know if Zoe gonna call in, but I will read the comments here real quick. They says, you ain't getting paid for it, former pimp and mother-in-law. Mama D scrap is 3,457 months years. Okay, them mamas gonna ride for their sons, boy. Stay out of his business. The mother-in-law from hell. Parents should stay out of their children's relationship business. She'll always be in your business, even when y'all break up. I heard. Okay, okay. So comment. Let us know what you guys think about that. I say Zoe. Is Zoe? You're not gonna call in, girl. You're not gonna make it hot. All right. Let me see. Okay, 832 Zoe. Hey.
What's up?
What's up,
What's up?
Zoe?
What's up?
Girl, I need you to make it hot again, girl. Talk to me. Talk your shit, Zoe.
Nah, the thing about Mama D is she's all over the place. She one side and then another side. Mama D don't have no class. She ain't no better than Bambi is. So for her to come at Bambi is hella wrong. And the thing about Mama D, she want to sit here and try to excuse her some behavior and try to take her for instance. Now I understand when I don't got no kids, but if you got kids, you know, look, what mother not gonna be on their child's side? But when your child is wrong, you need to correct them. I just feel like all that going back and forth and trying to, prove your point, I think she try to talk down on Bambi. But this is the same person you're supposed to act. When your son likes that type of trash. But Mama D ain't no better because she was a pimp.
And do you think about this, Zoe, too? Mama D, shame on you. Your grandkids have to watch you bash their mom on social media. What would that do to their mental?
Exactly. That's why, and then these kids gonna grow up. That's why I say, I ain't even trying to get back on that topic again, but like I was just saying, like, even, I was telling my friend, even Christian Rock, the way these parents act and grandparents act, these kids gonna go to school, get bullied, cause how they parents, or how they parents act and how they grandparents act, and that's why I say they take stuff to social media. You can. That's why I said yesterday, y'all can't put y'all family personal business online. Nothing personal. If you gonna keep in the entertainment world, keep in the entertainment world, meaning like keep the entertainment personal with the personal. Mama D not that way. She used her son for clout. She used Bambi for clout. She old news. Like she used. Don't nobody want. Not even her ex-husband. What's his name? Don't even want to be bothered with her twice. And she getting old and she acting like that. When you got grandchildren, you gotta start set some boundaries. It's not about picking and choosing the side. Just the fact that she need to make a peace. She caused more drama and more hell in the family than her own son do. She ain't no better. That's why I really think she has no remorse. Just like some of these celebrities, I don't be feeling sorry for them. I don't, because they be asking for it. I'm for real. Mama D, she look like a clown. And then you don't talk about Bambi, but look at her 3 little ponytails, looking like a little high schooler. She dressed like a teenager. That's why I said most of these older women, they try to school younger women, but y'all act 10 times worse. Some of the older women act 10 times worse than the younger ones do. Now she never liked Bambi. And that's why she's bitter. She got all that anger at Bambi, but she need to come at her son. Her son is the one that play games. Her son the one sitting here and doing other crazy stuff. Like dating, he already dated Diamond, I heard. I'm like, man, y'all, this is why I don't believe in marriage, and this is why I don't want children, because some
broke. Did you know that? Did you know he broke?
No. That's why he fell in love with most of them are. They fell in love with hip hop for a reason. That's their incoming. They know their music is trash. They ain't got no hits. They benefit off of other people. Like, come on, they know what they doing. That's why I said heck no. Heck no. I mean, that's why I said money really ain't nothing if you ain't got common sense.
Now, there
It
was
really
a
ain't no.
rumor that Diamond was pregnant with Scrappy's baby. But at the BET Awards, Diamond purposely wore a outfit where you can see her stomach, and it doesn't look like she's pregnant, but who knows?
If she's pregnant, Diamond is getting herself into that mess. Like I said with Christian Rock, when y'all get pregnant by these men, get what come with that. Get what come with that, because when you get judged and get talked about, y'all can't take the heat. They can't take the heat. So Diamond just putting herself in a hole and making herself look dumb. I mean, that's what it is. She got all these other options, but she rather settle down for a man that just got divorced, got 2 baby mamas, 4 kids. Do better, honey. Just do better if she is pregnant. But she ain't pregnant. She better escape while she can. Cause she's just gonna be like another Christian Rock, or another man that's benefit off a woman. That's what it is. And a lot of women don't see that. Some of these dudes will use you. They'll get you pregnant. They don't care if they get you pregnant. Whatever makes them money, that's gonna help them and benefit them, baby. They don't care. That's who they is. I'm for real.
I believe you, girl.
Yeah.
Well, we got some more callers, but I appreciate you. I'm so happy you call Zoe, because you always wake it up, boo. All right, so we're going to let her go. We do have another caller calling from 224. You're live on the air, 224.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, baby? How you doing? Loving your energy?
Auntie, let me tell you, I am a queen today because I'm talking to Tasha Cat. You hear me?
What'd she say?
I say I am a queen. Okay, let me slowly pronounce my words.
Yeah, you
so
said you're a
may
queen
hear it.
today because you talked to Tasha K. I said, what did Tasha K say?
Hey, Tasha K say, hey. Okay, Tasha, here's the real deal. I know y'all talking about
Hold on. We not to unwind.
Yes.
We're not unwinding.
I didn't say unwinding.
Okay.
I said I think that you guys was up. Pardon me?
Are you trolling?
Girl, no, I'm not trolling. I got something, baby. Let me tell you. When you hear what I got to say, I'm probably going to be in your fan club because you and I are so much alike, but I got some, I'm a little older than you, so I got a little more punch to put in what I got to say.
Go ahead, girl. Say it.
Okay, but it is not on the subject. Are you going to kill me?
Well, what's the celebrity? What's the celebrity?
Okay, the celebrity is Chris Shard and blue. Okay, this is what I gotta say. You ain't never heard this before, okay? All right? You ready?
Say allegedly.
Allegedly. I didn't say nothing. Okay, but you want me to... Okay, I'll try to mind my manners with my teacher here because she's in radio with big celebrities and they be trying to come at her, so she has to keep us in check, and I appreciate that. Now, this is going to sound, people's going to freak people out. The whole deal with Brother Rock, Blueface, whatever, Christian Rock.
They said you on them
check
shrooms,
it out.
Girl. They said you on the shrooms.
Huh?
They said you smoking are you smoking? They say you smoking that mushroom.
Girl, no, honey, I ain't.
She said she
and
not
that's
smoking
the best
them
thing
shrooms.
about it. Look,
they out here saying that you crazy.
Now that might be.
Okay, people.
I am crazy, but I'm a good crazy.
These people know you in
Let
these
me tell
streets.
you, I have some valuable tea. Huh?
They know you in these streets. They say they know you in these comments.
They don't know me, child. Believe me, they don't know me. One, because a speech you were saying a few minutes ago, Tasha, when we were talking about the Blue Boy and Krishan.
You know this is not Tasha.
Who this? Who is this?
Your
Who
baby
you?
mama. Who this is? This just your baby daddy.
Who you?
Oh,
Who
shit.
that is?
Ah. Girl, stop trolling.
Who is this? Tasha, I called your number. I called your number.
You got
15605. Why are you treating me so shabbily? I'm beginning to get a little offended, and I might go into my shell and cry.
You sound so professional.
I'm not no freaking professional, okay? Okay, but check it out, Tasha. I like you because you I'm older than you, but you straight up. You straight up. But you and I, listen. This is what I'm tell you. Can I take about a minute to tell you what I want to tell you about Blue and Rod?
Let me put you on hold.
Can I tell you?
Let me put you on hold. Whew, girl, I don't know what is going on with these trolls. Haven't we had a long day with trolls today? I mean, from the live earlier, we had trolls calling in. We had bots in the chat room. I'm tired. I am tired. Man, oh man, I tell you, I don't know what else to do. I mean, let's you know what? Bump it, y'all. Let's just talk. Can we just talk? What is going on, y'all? How y'all doing today? Okay, what did you guys eat this evening? What did y'all have for dinner? Comment. Let's just talk, because you know we never talk. What y'all having for dinner? Comment, let us know. I keep going in and out. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what it is. They said something with the YouTube. I had crabs and wine. Ooh, you so fancy. I met a cute guy today. Lovely. Okay, how cute? What is it? Now she calling back. Y'all. I had some country fried steak, green beans, and mashed potatoes. That sounds nice. I had spaghetti. Where can I email you some information? You can email me. I think it's the email. Moderators, can you put my email up? It's what is it? The moderators, or if you go on my channel, it should have it, or the description is somewhere, child. I won chicken clubs. I was eating curry. That was funny. And now I'm down with the Gossip Girl. Yeah, you know what? I'm so disappointed because I don't have good gossip for you guys. I want to have banging gossip for y'all. But this gossip, you know, it gets stale so fast. And maybe I go live. Maybe I do it for too damn long. Homemade egg rolls. That sounds nice. I met a cute guy. Where should I first meet? Okay. Well, lovely L, do you want some advice about meeting a guy? What's your question? Do you watch Storm? Yeah, I watch him sometime. I watch everybody. GG, you always banging. Thank you. Banging on the damn table. That's what I'm banging on. Egg rolls. That sounds nice. You that girl, you get enough gossip, we still here. Thank you, but I don't feel that way. You know I don't feel that way. I want to do better. I'm never enough. I like the topic we on now. Okay, well, call in and tell us about Mama D. Gigi Rock supposedly moved out of Blueface house today. Oh, Jaden did also, allegedly. Okay, well, K-Day, where can I get this information? Because on the Neighborhood Talk, they're not talking about it. The Shade Room is not talking about it. So where do I need to go to get that information? And let me tell you this. Did you guys know when you guys have meat in the refrigerator, you can't keep that meat in the refrigerator for a long time, you know? 732, always down with your Gossip Girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, Rock is officially in her third bedroom. I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy. Thank you. That's my email, MissGiGi@myyahoo.com. I'm so glad that the co-host is not here. All he said is kitty. Now what? I hope she stays away from Blueface. Mm. Oh, we got some more callers. Okay. Calling from 702. You're live on the air. 702. You're live on the
What
air.
it do? What's
KC,
happening?
where you been at?
What up? What up? Man, hey, Worthy. I want to talk about this Worthy business. Hold up, let me.
With Jada?
Yeah, I want to talk about this Worthy business.
Who is
Jada,
Worthy?
yes.
Okay, well, let me go
Well,
back.
that's the name of her memoir.
Okay, and did you see
say
where,
again?
hold on, this is what I want you to comment on too. Did you see what you was talking about the affirmative action? Candace, you know who Candace Owens is, right? Do you like her? You seem
Of
like
course.
you like conservative people. Okay, I don't know.
I'm not a Candace Owens fan. She's anti-black, but go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, on a thing, it says, imagine if the NBA declined LeBron James because there were too many black people in the NBA and they wanted racial diversity, so they instead allowed this white man on the Lakers in his place. She said that is exactly what Asian Americans have been enduring for decades at Harvard, and it's not right, okay? She says, I am not bothered Asian and white Americans in basketball and football. We are simply better at those sports, and the best players who train the hardest and therefore score the most points should play. This isn't complicated, you guys, okay? She also says, if white people would like to have a greater presence in the NBA, then they are going to have to work at their jump shots. If black people would like to have a greater presence at Harvard, then they're going to have to work at their academics. This is not hard, you guys. Okay, so yeah, this comes right after the Supreme Court strikes down affirmative action programs in college administrations. And I know you were talking about it earlier, but something happened to the live. So I would like for you to, what you got to say, KC?
So first of all, Candace Owens, she's benefited from affirmative action. She's also benefited from diversity policies. And the problem I have with people like, well, most of the people who have benefited from diversity, Candace Owens, Kanye West, a whole host of other people, is that they get their chance by having a guaranteed spot because of their race. They open the door, or the door is open for them. They fart, walk through the door, close it, and then they talk down about everybody else who wants to go through that same door. She needs to understand that systemic racism is real. Just because a lot of black people haven't used the diversity policies to our advantage with Harvard and Yale, or just because we matriculated to those institutions and then people transferred or just dropped out, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get rid of the entire process that was established during the Civil Rights era. The way I look at it, the Asian community, they were right. We really didn't use a lot of stuff to our advantage. However, someone like Candace Owens, who's a black face, who's anti-black, her speaking against black people and putting us down for things that have always been out of our control is disgusting. She knows that there's systemic racism, and like I was saying before on the live stream, before there was like all that noise on the previous one, what's going on is black people have, before integration, we had our black schools, our black school districts, and we were under the same funding as the white school districts, but the money we were getting was like not even 1/5 of what they were getting. We were getting hand-me-down books, hand-me-down desks. Everything was old and it was not serviceable. And that's where we made the push for separate but equal not being fair. And we wanted integration so we can have access to the same thing as white people, as being a part of their system and mixing together. Well, even though that's so, there still are black schools within the white systems that continue to not get the education value as the white counterpart, because and it's kind of like issue with black parents and Latinos have unfortunately not wanted a hard or difficult curriculum because a lot of us work and we don't have time or the knowledge base or education level to be able to help our kids with their schoolwork. So we have wanted stuff to be easier so that they can just go ahead and learn the stuff on their own, whatever grade they make, and then we celebrate their graduation. We have dropped the ball as far as that. However, on the flip side of that, the administrators and the teachers haven't been able to adequately teach black students and Latino students. So you got a two-pronged thing there, and black schools and Latino schools have been rated as substandard compared to white counterparts. But because of affirmative action and diversity policies, it didn't really make a difference, because if you were a straight A student or honor student at a black or brown school, even though your school is a lower tier than the white counterparts, they were guaranteed a slot at like Yale, Harvard, and what have you, so that they could just shine. You know what I'm saying? But now everybody is going to be equal playing field as far as from an administrative point of view, from admissions in these universities, but the schools are not the same level as far as education. So if you're an all-star at a black or brown school, you're a straight A student, you're honor roll, you're all those things, because your school has been rated less than the white counterparts nationally. When you go to apply for Yale or Harvard, even though you look great on paper, because of the school that you're at, you're now at a disadvantage. And that's what it is as far as the Supreme Court striking down affirmative action. You're now at a disadvantage because you go to a school that you grew up in the school district. The parents don't want the curriculum to be harder, and the administrators and the teachers only want to teach the test for you to pass the SAT so they can continue to get funding. So now you're being penalized for something outside of your control. And opposite of that is, now that the Supreme Court has struck down affirmative action, there's not going to be any more Candace Owens. So I don't know if you did this, Gigi, while growing up, or what your parents did it, but a lot of times parents will use a particular address so their kid can go to a different school. But they've kind of put a stop to that, to where your onesies and twosies can get it, but not everybody can get it. So your Candace Owens, who was able to go to a better school in a better neighborhood. I don't know if you've seen her cousin come out talking to Storm Monroe, but Candace Owens, she should be, based off of her family and where she grew up at, she should be a ghetto chick. But she benefited by being able to go to another school that was a white school in another district. She wouldn't be who she was without affirmative action. And it's a lot to unpack. And I hate that a lot of people who have benefited from diversity policies are anti-black, and they're farting. They're walking through the door farting and closing it behind them and saying, you all don't deserve this, you all don't deserve that. But they're the product of that benefit. So what this is going to do, I'm going to say this and I'll be quiet, I'm talking too much. What's going to happen is, because the Supreme Court has struck down affirmative action as far as the education system for now, when people go to apply for slots at like Yale and Harvard, everyone's going to have the same grades. Different tier schools, as far as high schools, everyone's going to have the same grades. They're going to have the same recommendation. But now what's going to play a factor, in addition to the tier level of school you've gone to, is going to be the picture that you submit. When you apply for these schools, a lot of the top ones, you have to also submit a picture of yourself. So now the person who's at admissions, if they're having to pick people to matriculate into their university, they're going to say, okay, I no longer am forced to bring in the black person or the brown person. I now can pick who I want to pick. And they're going to look at your picture and look at your school as far as tier level, and that's what's going to hinder a lot of people from being able to matriculate or enter into the school program, just because there's a stigma attached to Black and brown people at these universities. Because, and unfortunately, the data shows it, that not only do we not take advantage of diversity programs and affirmative action, but a lot of times we don't graduate because we either transfer somewhere else or we drop out.
Why don't y'all take advantage of these programs that they offer y'all?
I think because everybody wants to be Cardi B and they want to be JT from City Girls. Nobody wants to, if you think about it, name somebody who's famous, that got famous and rich, who's, let's say, like a Black person that got famous and rich because of education only. Oprah had to go into entertainment to make her money. Most people end up having to go into sales. Other, your doctors, your lawyers, your CEOs, they're out there and they're Black and brown, but we don't really see them or hear about them until they get into some type of scandal. Like there was that one guy, Brian Williams, who was a billionaire. He's Black. We didn't hear about him till it was controversy associated with him. For a while, we didn't hear about him until there was controversy associated with that. And unfortunately, people like Elon Musk, Warren Buffett, also other CEOs and people who are presidents of companies who are white, you hear about them all the time for every little thing. But the Black and brown ones, you only hear about if we mess up. And it's unfortunate because, in my opinion, a lot of kids who are Black and brown, and we'll just focus on Black people, Black kids who are growing up, what's put before them are not just the people in the neighborhood, the local superstars, quote unquote, like the drug dealers, the gangbanger and all that, but they're mainly seeing the entertainers like basketball players, NFL players, singers, rappers and all that. They're seeing that to aspire to. And like you said, Gigi, on a previous stream, they don't see the lawyers, they don't see the doctors unless they go to there to see to get their services. But a lot of us are poor. And because we're poor or we're on Medicaid and Medicare and welfare insurance, we typically are not going to go places where we see ourselves in a profession. Sometimes you do, but not always. Like most of the time when Black kids are growing up, they may see Black adults as like a teacher or a pastor or a lady of a church, or you may see a dentist here and there, but we don't really just see ourselves in top tier positions to encourage and influence us to want to go to Yale and Harvard and what have you. So that diversity policy established by affirmative action that came from the Civil Rights Act back in like the 1960s, that right there meant that if Candace Owens' parents wanted her to have a better path, then she could go to another school, a better high school that's predominantly white. She gets in that school, no questions asked because of diversity policies. Then Candace Owens, I don't think she went to college anywhere, but she's been able to have doors open for her because organizations have had a diversity policy, such as like Daily Mail, where she's at. They've hired her not because she's successful with social media and her political leanings and political career, but because she's Black. And so now be able to look at you, Candace Owens, and want to be you and be like you. But what they see is someone who, people who use the term Black America, in my opinion, they are enemies of the state. But people who use the term Black community or, Black family or whatever, or FBA or ADOS, it's showing that not only are you a part of it as a race, but you're a part of it as showing love to it. Candace Owens, I don't think she likes being Black. I think in a way she doesn't like Black culture, doesn't understand it because she didn't grow up in it. She judges us. She turns her nose up at us. And it even shows where it could be something like a simple situation of, let's say, a fight in the projects. We know it's negative. We know it's hood. We know it's ghetto. But the way she goes to speak on it is just with disdain as opposed to understanding that there's dysfunction, that we have trauma. There's a stigma attached to mental health as far as help. There's a lot of things there to unpack. And if someone doesn't respect that and take that into consideration, they're going to be talking down to Black people as if we are less than and subclass. And unfortunately, the Supreme Court with their ruling on that. And I know I don't want to really get onto the LGBTQ aspect of it, but it's almost like the Supreme Court is trying to take us back to pre-civil rights era. And what I ultimately see happening is Black people are going to become a permanent underclass, and there's nothing we could do about it.
Well, they doing what they want to do. They're gonna make America white again. I mean, what they say, back again. So
Right.
we shall see. You know, they said America is 70%. White people. I think 70% of America is white. Is that true?
It sounds about right. I think the issue is not really the racial makeup of America,
Yeah, I was just
but it's
adding
just
that
the
in there.
it's just the aspect of the ideology of whiteness. So people would say white supremacy. They throw white supremacy on everything, but unfortunately, white supremacy comes with Black and brown inferiority. Or we'll just focus on Black people because I'm Black, you Black, we all Black. Is white supremacy is coupled with Black inferiority, and just the idea of whiteness, or there's a term, or let's just say a phrase, the white man's ice is colder. Just that thinking that white is better, white is cleaner, white is better. So there's some people who have never been around the entire country. They'll say, well, the Black neighborhoods, or the projects, or the hood, we tear down our own stuff. But right now in 2023, there's and this is just for me looking at the census data. There's more Black neighborhoods that are middle class and higher, and that are nice, than there are projects and hoods. It's just that the project and the hood, they do the drama, and drama and sex sells. Whereas the middle class neighborhoods, they're quiet, they keep their stuff up, they raise their families, they're happy, and they're peaceful. So you're not going to really hear about them unless there's some type of drama or something. And it's unfortunately that we don't really see a positive image of ourselves in social media and on TV, because what really killed, what really unalived the Black community as far as our spirit. It wasn't the crack era. It wasn't the gangster music. It actually was a show called Cops. Cops was the first time that the government, the entertainment industry, and a lot of other people were able to put money into showing us in a negative light. It's one thing to do redlining, reverse redlining, blacklining, white flight, black flight. All those things do exist. The pumping drugs into certain neighborhoods, that did exist. The gangster music and all that, it did do damage. But what really hurt us was Cops. And the reason why I say that is because other groups who were sympathizing with our plight as we were voicing more opinion on systemic racism, the police force, because of the 1994 crime bill, they were doing broken windows policing in Black neighborhoods to meet their quotas. As we were telling what was going on with us, the show Cops was showing a lot of Black people in low class, the lower upper echelon of society, because most of them was shown on repeat. That's what a lot of groups, including ourselves, saw of us, and that just molded and shaped a lot of people's thinking. I'm gonna be quiet, let you talk, Gigi. I'm talking to ear off.
No, I mean, you telling right. You telling the hard truth. So,
But that's it. The show Cops, and then Cops is still going on. I know it's on TikTok. I think it's on television somewhere. I don't know. But the image that we had with being arrested, being chased down by police, we see it now where, and I'm guilty of it, unfortunately, where we hear a story initially, a lot of the media and law enforcement, they're putting out false facts. They're molding and shaping thinking. I've been affected. We've all been affected. A lot of people have been affected. And the latest example is Carlisha Hood. False facts were put out there. Images of her son were put out there to instill a certain narrative. And it made a lot of people negative as far as the whole situation. And that's why Jeremy Brown's people are so comfortable in, kind of like celebrating him and dissing Carlisha and just being hood and project and ghetto and terrible, because a lot of our thinking has been molded and shaped by the media and also programming that comes from said media.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
you don't
oh, go
see
ahead.
the rednecks on the media getting locked up because they get locked up more than black people. The
Right.
rednecks and the white, what they call them trash. They got a
Trash,
whole
yeah.
bunch of shit going on, but you never see them in the media.
Exactly. And unfortunately, we see black people on repeat getting stuff happening to us, and it's because of cops in the 90s. And that just became popular, and it became a part of the fear porn that was put out there that shaped our image. So I think someone like Carlisha should sue not just the police force in the city, but also should sue the media and that establishment because just the idea that, you're incarcerated and that they're able to railroad you with a false image, false facts, and just falsehood altogether, that is what makes us have a certain way of thinking. And that goes into that whole black inferiority I was talking about. That's a part of white supremacy.
Yeah. Well, you put some facts down. We appreciate it. Okay, so what's your thoughts about, and just to let you guys know, didn't the Republicans vote for the strike down of it?
It was the Supreme Court. So I don't know what the makeup of the court is. Let me find that right quick.
I know that black man did it. He's a Republican.
Yeah, I think his name is Clarence Thomas. He's a menace.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the
But
top
we all
menaces
know
that we have.
the judges on the Supreme Court are either going to come from the left or the right, the Republicans or the Dems. So
Yeah.
we know that majority of the judges on the Supreme Court are Republican at this very moment. Right. And that's more of a Republican thing anyway, to strike that shit down. So you already know. That's just they makeup. All right. So I know you wanted to talk about Jada.
Yeah, so if you want to, we can stay on Candace Owens because people need to talk about her.
Well, you could talk about both. I didn't talk enough on this live. I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay, so just to kind of further go into Candace Owens and then even Kanye West, it's unfortunate that a lot of black girls, they grow up, they kind of see Candace Owens, and I know Candace Owens is a better image than like Cardi B on the reality shows and whatnot. However, there really isn't a good image, no matter where you look, for what is healthy for the black community, in my opinion. Because you could say Oprah and Gayle, but then Oprah and Gayle, they're all about railroading people who need to be railroaded, but you don't really see them do anything necessarily positive with black people. They do it with mixed race or whatever, like
so
the
you see something
Prince Harry.
doing something positive. She's a
Candace,
conservative person, but that's about it.
well, her politics are conservative, and she's hit and miss. There's some things that I agree on, other things I don't. It just depends on what she's talking about. I think Candace Owens is good to look up to as far as how she's lived her life. No criminal history. She hasn't really hurt people. She has taken up and spoken up for herself, going against the Jays. She is employed. She is empowering. She is, I'm not going to say fit, but she is thin, which is an image that we kind of do need to see more of, as opposed to the body positive movement. And she speaks against the body positive movement.
We see a lot of skinny people.
Okay.
We see what's up with this skinny
who?
shit. Who ain't skinny?
Who all? Well, I mean, there's a lot of people who are not skinny. As far as like regular people.
Are we
but
talking about
as
regular
far as, like,
people or celebrities?
Well,
Megan
I'm talking about people in general.
she's
So regular
skinny.
people. She is. I'm talking about like as far as regular people, like who they can look up to. As far as looking at Candace Owens.
You don't look up for
I mean,
nobody. You look up to your mama. That's who you look up to. You
Well,
don't
folks'
look
mamas
up to
are
no
overweight.
Candace. Huh?
People's mamas are overweight.
Now you want to talk about the big mamas, huh?
I don't want to get on the weight.
You
I
want
don't
to
want to
talk
get on
about the
Big Mama's
motherfucking
weight.
big mamas? You done brought this shit up now. Shit.
I did. I brought up Candace Owens, and she looks thin, and that's kind of like ideally what you want to look like as far as looking healthy. Yeah, Big Mama was not something to aspire to, and there's a lot of people who are,
they all dead anyway.
you know, the weight.
Big Mama's all
Yes,
dead.
she is. Well, they're in their 60s and 70s right now.
No, they gone. The real Big Mamas are dead.
They gone?
The
Okay.
girls in the 60s, they ain't Big Mamas.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna get off the weight thing.
Yeah,
because that's the reason why I didn't really want to mess with that whole Lizzo thing.
These black girls are overweight. That's what it's.
Well,
giving.
no, us as black men, let me go on. I'm
not
not caping for anybody. But black men, we actually are more overweight than women, even though online they make it seem like they want people to be fit, feminine, friendly. Yeah, black men, we got a really bad weight problem.
Rednecks, white people, they overweight too. Shit, we all. So.
But you know, black girls can't aspire to be a white redneck. They could aspire to be, you know, Candace Owens, she's 34. She's got her Blexit founded.
You gotta.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you don't know what type of hell Candace Owens is going through. She put on that front on the media, but usually people that do all that closed doors is hell. Just like
it's
that
possible.
Stacey Dash, she's skinny. Since you want to stick on black Republicans, and look at her ass. You can be skinny and black and beautiful, and you still could have a horrible life. Look at Stacey Dash, perfect example. She's skinny, beautiful, but that mind is gone. She's a Republican too. I don't think most people shouldn't aspire to be that. And then
you can't trust a.
What about Rosa, whatever that motherfucking name.
Oh my gosh, you naming off You know what? You're naming off the terrible people.
No, she's skinny. She
black.
She's skinny. She conservative. But ain't nobody trying to look up to her ass either. Candace gonna be the number 5. Give it some time.
Well, you're right. It is possible to be thin and have high blood pressure.
And then don't let me bring Dr. Umar up in here, because Dr. Umar do not approve Candace swimming in the milk. He do not approve Candace swimming in the milk.
Oh, the swirling? Yeah, you're right. So
good example, my ass.
Well, I mean, the thing is like compared to a lot of people who are out there as far as in the public eye, Candace Owens is one of the better ones. Now, I don't agree with her politics. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that she has said. However, she does have the Blexit Foundation, whether you like it or not. That is like a business, and a lot of black women are owning more businesses, which is something for a young black girl to look up to. And, you know, we're just focusing on girls and women because, you know, Candace Owens is a woman. I do like her stance as far as her not believing that black men putting on wigs and dresses are women. I do personally agree.
So the LGBT, transgenders?
Well, I mean, that's not my thing. I'm just kind of listing off all the stuff I agree with her on. But I mean, yeah, if a man...
Those are her beliefs.
Those are her beliefs.
Right.
This is what I think is positive for like a child to see and be like, okay, let me see who's out there to look up to. And these are the qualities that Candace Owens possesses that I think are positive. So I'm not saying Candace Owens is like a role model that's ideal. It's just these things I think are good and I agree with. The beliefs that I'm naming.
So what does beliefs have to do with the skinny?
Well, the skinny, so typically, not all the time. I mean, yes, you got to go through a medical physical to find out. But typically, someone who is overweight is not going to be as healthy as someone who has a healthy weight. You have more health problems being obese and overweight as opposed to having a normal fat weight. I know we could dress it up as far as fat accepting it. However, this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. It's for entertainment purposes only. If someone were to come to me and say, "Hey, Casey, I like my body. I like who I am," I say, "Great. That's cool." It's between you and your medical provider as far as your health and what you got going on as far as blood pressure, as far as dealing with diabetes, anything you're suffering from. And I do agree that Candace Owens could have a whole bunch of stuff going on with her, even though she's thin. But
Right.
I think it is.
So
Oh, go ahead.
is it based on conforming to make other people happy? Because there's skinny people that are very depressed. Skinny people are suicidal.
So as far as depression and suicide and unaliving oneself, that's like a mental health issue,
But you
which is
still
separate
have
from.
skinny people that have eating disorders because of their thin. So my thing is, why live to conform for other people when the thing of life is being happy, having a fulfilling life?
So if someone is happy in their own skin, more power to them. I'm not trying to push anything on anyone, but there are things from the National Institutes of Health that if you have I'm going to say a normal body mass index and you have a normal or healthy weight, that decreases your chance of things like diabetes.
Of course. Of course.
So that's all I'm saying. I'm saying like,
right, healthy wise, but we all gonna die, eventually. So my thing is, I'd rather for you to have a happy life, even if your ass got diabetes like Boosie. Boosie is a diabetic, right? Versus somebody that's skinny that could be Jackie O, that's beautiful, that's feminine, that's doing what everybody want her to do, but she may not live a good life. They said she thought about a lot of times taking her own life away before she passed. So I would definitely vote for the person that's having a fulfilled, happy life, experiencing life, versus conforming to a look to make other people happy when you're miserable. Because all that doesn't guarantee you're going to be happy within yourself, and everything does not fit for everybody.
I do agree that we do have a mental health issue, and people should periodically talk to a therapist, a licensed therapist, so they can
Everybody
improve
can't
their
even
mental
afford
health.
that shit.
Well, they got better help that is reasonable as far as getting help. And then also there's actual YouTubers who give free advice, and they're licensed professionals. There are tools for someone's toolbox if they want the help. In my opinion, if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way. If not, you'll find an excuse. As far as mental health, I think we should promote being healthy mentally and seeking help if somebody is thinking of harming themselves or they're not happy with themselves. I do agree with that. What I'm saying as far as the weight thing, like if I think nutrition education
you're
is
talking about healthy as far as the diet. I get that. I'm talking aside
nutrition
from that.
education.
Huh?
Well, I'm speaking about like nutrition education, and if you're making a choice to just be happy and live your life and be happy in your own skin, I'm all for that. Not trying to take anything from that. What I'm saying is that if somebody does want to get into nutrition education and they want to live a certain lifestyle, someone who is already there where you would like to be would be good to look up to. And that's why I mentioned Candace Owens, because she has the appearance.
Okay.
But if
vegan?
someone doesn't look like,
is she vegan?
Well, I don't know about vegan. I don't know
mean,
what
we
her
don't
lifestyle
know,
is.
But the thing about it is, you can look a certain way and still have a bad health. You can look a certain way. You can be skinny as Boosie and have diabetes and have so many things going on with you. You can't always judge by the eye.
Right,
Just
you cannot.
because she's
But I think
skinny.
promoting nutrition education and promoting a healthy lifestyle. Nothing wrong with that, and then people can make their own choice.
Yeah,
Because
just like them bodybuilders and the people at the gym. They look healthy, but shit, you don't know what they're taking and what they on. Just because looks can be deceiving. You know, you have to run and walk. And then the health thing, it varies. It depends on how your beliefs are. Some people feel like you should be vegan. Some people feel like you should not eat certain types of meat. Some people feel like you should eat meats. It all varies.
You're right, it does vary. That's where nutrition education comes in, and also understanding what do you ultimately want. I'm not pushing Candace Owens on anybody as far as how she looks. I'm just saying that when you think of an image of healthy, typically Lizzo is not Lizzo
Okay,
is
now
just not
where
going to
did
be.
Lizzo come in at?
Well, Lizzo is pretty much where we should not want to be, because Lizzo's unhappy with her weight, and she said it publicly. She's unhappy with her weight. She cries. People tease her. She cries about that as well. If someone looks like Lizzo and they don't want to make any changes, that's on them. That's cool. I just think that in the scope of looking at children or teddy bears, I think teddy bears should we should create a healthy nutrition education environment for them. And if we're giving them something to kind of look up to as far as how they want to look, there are certain people that do look good that one can aspire to.
Yeah, you can go
Right. And like if someone has
look
like
at the
a
damn
medical
runway.
condition.
But everybody don't want to be that skinny. Some people like thickness. Some people, body shape is just different. Some people are genetically have a certain shape. Some people are tall. Some people are damn short.
Right. And however someone wants to look in their own skin, I'm all for it. I'm all for body acceptance. And I will say that I think the main takeaway is not really the focus being on Candace Owens and her body type,
Yeah, because
but nutrition education.
we went through a whole different thing from affirmative action, and now we stuck on this bullshit.
Well, we can leave it alone. We can leave it alone and go back to Jada.
Okay. They
Okay.
said Jamie Foxx. Yeah, he looks like he's fit, but clearly, he has his health is very bad at this point.
Right.
So you can't go based on
And you're
looks.
right.
I think that people like to judge people based on looks. I think people want to pressure people to conform into a certain way, which people don't want to. And people
Right.
want to shame people.
There are those people, the body shaming, the fat phobic. There are those people out there. So there's different ways to everything is subjective these days, and I don't have a problem with looking at it subjectively. Everybody has an opinion. I don't think there's any wrong opinion. It just depends on someone's perspective and what they want and how they want to live. And I say more power to them. Mm-hmm.
Okay, listen to your doctor.
Right. Listen to your doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Some
So going to
some vegan people that's around, and they have to stop being vegan because their body type. Everybody got different body type. I can't stand this whole uniform of trying to pack everybody into the same and to believe the same way. Everybody's different.
They are.
Now these people that drag Michelle, now they're talking about put health back in the schools. Who is Michelle? We don't want
Michelle
to be
Obama.
ridiculed. I don't understand why would they drag her. Fine folks have BBLs, breast augmentation, noise jobs, healthy. If you are big and all your tests come back in the green, that's all that matters. Great doctors don't know much about nutrition. Well, I think they changed because when people were growing up, they said milk was good for you. Do you guys remember that? Press one if you remember when they were saying milk does the body good and it help your bones. Come to find out, that milk made a lot of people sick, lactose, and people just deal with a lot of shit. A lot of people are lactose intolerant. It doesn't work with their body, so they stay changing. That's why you got to do shit that works for you. You say what?
I think it's because of nutrition education. So people have learned that a lot of cows are being fed grain food or grains. Grain is bad. And so because the cows are being fed the grain, they, with the milk that they produce is also grainy and of course not good for you. So when it comes to cows or the milk, you want to get it from animals that are grass fed as opposed to grain fed. And that's where the education piece comes in. Just like with the meat, you want to get the meat that is grass fed meat, because if it doesn't say grass fed or maybe organic to a certain extent, then it's more than likely that animal was fed grain and you're now eating grain filled food. Then also you have the GMOs, the genetically modified organisms. They're using those to create fruits and vegetables that are not necessarily healthy. So organic fruits or raw fruits and vegetables or stuff that's labeled organic, may be a better option. It's all about getting the nutrition education on what's good, what's not good. And once you get the nutrition education down about grass-fed beef, grass-fed animals, and then also like the cage-free eggs and different things like that, now you can make an informed decision to have more of a control over your lifestyle if you want the control. It depends on what someone wants as far as the outcome, because there are no wrong answers. It's just the nutrition education will help someone make an informed decision.
But before that, milk, I'm sure, still made people sick.
If it's full of grain, yeah, it would make people sick.
If it's not full of grain, you're saying it's not going to make people sick. That's lactose intolerant.
Well, if they're lactose intolerant, that's a medical condition. So that's a little bit different than
but
you
that
pick
milk
a
gonna
particular
make
type of milk.
Milk is not good for everybody. So they came out here.
Well, it's not good for them.
The agenda. It's not good for everybody. If it's not good for them, it's not good for everybody. So it shouldn't be pushed as an inclusive. Like milk is gonna do the body good. They should say, well, milk gonna do certain people body good, but it ain't gonna be your ass. Keep it real.
Well, that's the advertisement piece. They're trying to sell milk, so that's the advertisement piece. But you can still go to the vitamin aisle of the grocery store and buy individual capsules.
They get sued. But people are also saying that milk is banned. A lot of places in the world, milk is banned. But that's the thing with America. America, they always push stuff, especially with the health, and they gotta reel that shit back in. Yeah, the cows make the cow's milk made me constipated. It makes you sick. It's not for you. It's not for you. It makes you sick. How else do we get calcium? There's plenty of ways you can get there's calcium. Right, because
they have a whole pill section at Walmart where they have the vitamins. You can get your vitamin C and your other vitamins from the actual vitamin aisle, so that if you're not going to get it from food that's good for you, that's fine. You can get it from the vitamin aisle. I say there's like a whole list of vitamins that, you take all these vitamins, you're good. And you can have it as a part of your nutrition regimen or your intake. To me, that's like the best way to get your nutrition is from the vitamins. And then, if somebody doesn't necessarily have to be vegan, like we discussed before or earlier, they could just find out what works for them as far as, what outcome they want.
Right. They gonna say, vitamin D, my fault. Yeah, folks, Gigi is leaving. Okay, I apologize. All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up.
Oh, wow.
We're going to wrap it up. Thank you, Casey, for coming by. Thank everybody for liking, sharing, subscribing. I was going to see you guys sooner than later. All right. I'm sorry we came with politics. I should just leave this shit out. Okay. All right. And I'm out. Please make sure y'all like this video. Please like and share. All right.
All right, peace.
Peace.